So the next thing to do in our app is to change the price of the coffee in case someone orders a topping like whipped cream or chocolate.
Okay, that's a good idea. So if they order whipped cream, then we'll just charge them $1. If they order chocolate, then we'll charge them $2.
Right. Let's figure out how to do this in the app.
Here are a couple of examples in other Google apps where the behavior can change based on certain conditions. In the Inbox app from Gmail, here's a screenshot of the list of emails. For a single email, if there's a reminder attached to it, then the app knows to show this icon, this label, and the reminder text. If an email has image attachments, then the app knows to show those images in line here. If an email mentions a trip, then a travel card shows up with the flight information. In the Google Now Launcher app, we have more examples of how the app behavior changes based on certain conditions. For example, if the stock price is increasing, then the delta or the increase in the price will be shown here in green font color. If the stock price is decreasing, then the difference will be shown here in a red font color. For this weather card, if the temperature is good and the weather is sunny, then we show a sun icon. If the weather is windy or cloudy, then we show different icons. We'll be modifying our app shortly so that the price changes based on the toppings ordered. But first, I want you to become familiar with control flow. Normally, the code in our methods gets executed from top to bottom, line after line. But with control flow statements, you can change the order that instructions are executed in. For example, you can skip certain instructions if certain conditions are met. We're going to do this by learning about if-else logic. You haven't seen code for if-else statements before, but I'm going to throw you in the deep end and see how you do. In the next couple of challenges, you're going to read some code snippets on your own, and these are linked in the instructor notes. Then you're going to try to guess what this code does and try to determine the output. You'll have several options to choose from, so you can pick the best one that matches this code. When I say output, I'm referring to the log statements that get printed to the logcat. Remember that you can access logcat from this Android tab right here, and it shows all the messages from the system and from our apps. The code snippets that we're providing to you are going to be writing messages to the log here. Let's do a sample question together. You can find this link in the instructor notes. Assume that this is a code snippet from a weatheractivity.java file within a weather app. The first line of code creates a Boolean variable called isRaining, and the initial value is true. Then we have this if-else statement. If isRaining is true, then we write this to the logs. It says, it's raining, better bring an umbrella. If isRaining is false, then we go into this else case and we write this message, it's unlikely to rain. Since isRaining is true, then we fall into this case and we write, it's raining, better bring an umbrella. Because we fall into this case, we can skip the else block. This line of code lives outside the if-else statement, so it always gets executed. It says, thank you for using the weather app. Let's look for an option in the quiz that shows it's raining, better bring an umbrella, immediately followed by, thank you for using the weather app. And that's exactly option B. Now here's a different problem for you to try. Check the notes for the code snippet and then make your selection.